Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy who is Hendo, and we back talking sports. So we got the NBA rundown. We had a slate of games last night. The game that I watched all of was, of course, the rematch of the finals, the Boston Celtics versus the Golden State Warriors. Now I call Golden State Warriors by at least six. Um, they won by more than that. Actually, they was up most of the game. You feel me? They actually won by this is what 16. Yeah. So they stifled. It really looked like the repeat of the finals. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. These two went off. Klay Thompson started it off, and Stephen Curry finished it. Best believe that. Draymond played exceptional. Jordan Poole, a couple of what I'm saying, reckless threes that he need to keep under wraps. He needs to get to the cup. Jordan Poole driving to the basket, man, he is a wonder to see driving to the basket, man. But yeah, you got Jason Tatum 6 for 21, 2 and 9. He really struggled, but he came on defensively. You know what I'm saying? The only time they made it close is when they locked down defensively and started turning the ball over. You know what I'm saying? Boston is still a top defensive team. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown had it going. He made some crazy shots. You know what I'm saying? He had 31, 9. You know what I'm saying? But his problem is he can't go left like that. And you know what I'm saying? He can't really get to the lane. Like Jason Tatum, he missed a couple bunnies, bro. And that was because of the Warrior defense altering his shot. Now, you had Draymond had it was 5 or 10. You know what I'm saying? He had his baskets was coming off of just wonderful cuts and being in the right place. You know what I'm saying? 11 and 4. That's great for Draymond. Then you got Splash Brothers. You got Clay with 14 out of 26, 4 of 11, 36% league average from three. He getting better at that. Hit all his free throws. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 34 points, only 1 turnover. Now, Steph, he played point guard a lot more. It was Jordan Poole for a minute, and then he started playing point guard more. He started heating up. He started off slow, I think like 0 for 3. Then he started heating up 12 of 21, 57% from the field, 6 of 11 from three. That's 54%. Hit all his free throws. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. And I've noticed something for the last couple of years, but I ain't saying nothing. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, like the Warriors in general, bro, they do not get foul calls like that, bro. The lack of calls the Warriors get is amazing, especially Stephen Curry, bro. For him to be as big as a superstar he is, a top two player in the world, and for him to not get the foul calls that like Stephen Curry gets fouled at least 5, 6 times, like that they don't call it, bro. And I promise to God, bro, it's just amazing. Stephen Curry, it was plus 20 when he was on the floor, and DiVincenzo, who had a great game. Although he only got 3 points, I watched the game. He had a great game, bro, defensively, and coming in, the bench played really well. Kaminga, listen, we got 34 from Clay, and we got 32 from Stephen Curry. Listen, Jonathan Kaminga, the more he develops, the more he's going to listen. They're gonna have to pay him because he was nice. He dunked on Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? He was really good defensively. Although, you know what I'm saying, he just gotta, ease up on the fouls. You know what I'm saying? And he only had 3 personal fouls tonight. Klay Thompson almost fouled out. You know what I'm saying? But he was playing really. That's because he was really locking down defensively, bro. Klay Thompson is really coming into his own. You know what I'm saying? So the Warriors beat Boston. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the Clippers beating Washington and John Wall's homecoming. You know what I'm saying? I believe Paul George had 36, Kawhi had 13 points, and John Wall off the bench had 13 points. You know, Marcus Morris Sr., 5 of 10, 50% from the field, 62% from three. hit all his free throws, as well as Paul George. +8 for Paul George, +5 for Marcus Morris Sr. We got Mr. 30-30, but he only had 2 of 5. He had 4 points. You know what I'm saying? They had six people in double figures. You know what I'm saying? John Wall, 13 points. Him and Kawhi shot the same from the field. John Wall is not really a 3-point shooter like that, but he did have 2 steals, 1 block, only 2 turnovers. Kawhi, no turnovers. Kawhi is not, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to say something that's going to sound crazy. Paul George needs to be the number 1 guy on here. Kawhi needs to take a back seat like he's doing now. And Paul George needs to be the number 1 guy because clearly Kawhi is not really the same player he was. So Paul George needs to ascend to that number 1 position and let Kawhi be number 2. He need to think about what he did in the 2021 playoffs when he led them to the Western Conference Finals without Kawhi. He needs to turn into that Paul George and let Kawhi do his thing. Because it's obvious Kawhi is going to take a longer than usual to get back to even, you know what I'm saying, 50% of what he was. So yeah, man. Then Dallas without Luka, they get blown out. Got other games like Utah and Denver. Utah loses. Minnesota loses to Portland. I'm sorry. Yeah, we had a lot of games tonight, man. Some good ones too. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland, 3rd seed in the East. Donovan Mitchell and them boys been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of talent in the NBA right now, and it's a lot of good teams. But the West is, the West is as close as it's ever been. So we'll see what goes on with that. This has been Who Is Hendo with another video. I'm out. She's gonna twerk your coochie wallet. Nigga, they signing everybody from Detroit, bro. That's crazy. If you get hot from Detroit, you finna get signed. Memphis too. They signed everybody from Detroit and Memphis.